Jr., and for the last 13 years, I've been an inspiring professional wrestler under the name of Keanu Kokino.
Stealing RJR's bow, and he was not having any of it.
Growing up, I didn't really have that much of a childhood as a kid. Grew up in a single-parent household with my grandmother and my mom, but my mom was never really around, so my grandmother basically raised me. I was very sheltered as a kid. I wasn't allowed to go outside as much, but I started to come into my own as a teenager. My mom left me, basically abandoned me when I was 14 years old, and my grandmother, she was too old to, take care of me and chase me around and make me go to school and everything like that. So, when I was a teenager, 14, 15 years old, she said I pretty much can't do it anymore. And that's when she sent me with my dad. When I was 17 years old, I got into a very bad car accident where I almost lost my life. I had to have arthroscopic surgery to reattach all my muscle ligaments in my right shoulder and a herniated disc in my neck. I was very depressed at the time because I had a contract to get drafted out of high school by the Miami Marlins. And I just decided, I can't sit around in the house anymore. So my dad used to box. I decided to look up some boxing schools, and I ended up looking for a school in Brooklyn, which was Gleason's Gym. So I went to Gleason's Gym one day to speak to the trainer when I set up my appointment. And once I entered the facility, there was a wrestling ring right at the entrance. It was all black with green around it. They had a logo of like a mask with some eyes on it, and off to the side it said professional wrestling. So when my interview was done, I ended up sneaking next door to the wrestling office, and that's when I met 1996 WWE Hall of Famer Johnny Rodz. For those who don't know who Johnny Rodz is, he trained a lot of guys in the old days who end up being on WWE, guys like Taz, more recently like one of my friends, Marty Bell, William Morrissey, who's on Impact Wrestling, Stephen Pena, another good friend of mine, Masha Slamovich, who just recently got signed to Impact, and that's how I got started in the wrestling business.